Sorry, but Star Trek has tricked you into thinking this original series episode actually had a happy ending. A Piece of the Action is rightfully remembered as a quintessential Star Trek episode, and a testament to the importance of the Prime Directive. In 1998, Marvel Comics published a follow-up to the episode in Star Trek Unlimited No. 10, showing that the Iosians still have a ways to go. A Piece of Reaction, appearing in Star Trek Unlimited No. 10, was written by Michael A. Martin and Andy Mangels and drawn by Ron Randall. Captain Picard takes the Enterprise to Sigma Iosha 2. A century prior, Kirk visited the planet, discovering a society built around the mobsters of the 1920s. The Iosians contact the Federation, desiring membership, but it is just a ruse on the part of their leadership, Admiral Sunny, who met Kirk when he visited the planet. Nursing a grudge against the Federation, Sunny steals the Enterprise, intending to use it as a tool of conquest. The classic Star Trek television show regularly sent Captain Kirk and the crew of the Enterprise to planets that closely resembled various Earth cultures. The ship encountered societies patterned after the Wild West, Nazi Germany and ancient Rome. This was done to take advantage of the props and costumes the studio already had, as a cost-saving measure. While easy on Star Trek's budget, explaining how these distant planets had such Earth-like cultures stretched credibility. Some were merely illusions created by powerful aliens, and others just happened to develop the way they did, with no explanation. A Piece of the Action is easily the best of these episodes. Airing during Star Trek's second season, A Piece of the Action kicked off with the Enterprise receiving a hail from a planet that had not been visited by humans for over a century. During the prior visit, by a ship called the Horizon, a careless crew member left behind a book titled Chicago Mobs of the 1920s. The Iosians, who were highly imitative, went on to create an entire society around the book. Leaders were bosses who packed heaters and ruthlessly murdered their opponents. The episode drives home just how important the Prime Directive is to the Star Trek franchise. The Prime Directive, or General Order 1, prohibits Federation and Starfleet personnel from interfering in the development of pre-warp or non-aligned civilizations. While there are instances where the Prime Directive can be limiting, it is still a sound policy, giving Starfleet a moral high ground in galactic affairs. When the Horizon visited Sigma Iosha 2, in the 22nd century, the Prime Directive was not in place. The Horizon crew, while not intending malice, condemned Iosian society to a grim fate. A Piece of the Action shows why the Prime Directive is important. Its follow-up is one of Star Trek's bleakest fates. A Piece of Reaction picks up where A Piece of the Action left off. At the end of the latter, Dr. McCoy accidentally left his communicator behind on Sigma Iosha 2. Kirk cracked a joke about what McCoy did, but as seen in A Piece of Reaction, it was nothing to laugh about. Thanks to McCoy's carelessness, the Iosians gained Federation-level technology, but did not have the moral grounding of Starfleet officers. Admiral Sunny saw an opportunity in Captain Picard's Enterprise, a chance to even the score against what he perceived was an injustice. Admiral Sunny's motivations in A Piece of Reaction are also a testament to the power of the Prime Directive. Sunny appeared as a child in A Piece of the Action, helping Kirk. Kirk promised Sunny a cut, but never followed up. As a result, Sunny grew up feeling cheated by Kirk. Sunny saw Kirk as a liar. Even though Kirk did not intend to cheat Sunny, the child still saw it as a slight. Kirk reasoned the Prime Directive had already been broken, so making a deal with a native of the planet was no big deal. A Piece of the Action established the Iosians mimicked other cultures, and the merest bit of contamination could have dire results, leading Starfleet to quarantine the planet after Kirk's visit. With the Prime Directive now firmly in place, Starfleet saw Iosha as a potential danger zone, necessitating the need to cut it off from the rest of the galaxy. A Piece of Reaction revealed that Starfleet had not been back to Iosha since McCoy left the communicator behind. Admiral Sunny's actions in the story seem to prove Starfleet was correct in their assumptions. Sorry, but the Iosians did not get a happy ending in the Star Trek franchise. Will the Iosians ever take their place in the Star Trek galaxy? Star Trek, the original series, A Piece of the Action. William Shatner as Captain James T. Kirk, Leonard Nimoy as Spock, DeForest Kelley as Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy. Star Trek comics and novels regularly do follow-ups to classic episodes, and since A Piece of the Action is highly regarded, it should come as no surprise Marvel published a sequel. What separates A Piece of Reaction from other follow-ups is its darkness. Sunny mistakenly believed Kirk cheated him, and held a grudge for a century. The communicator McCoy left behind gave the planet a massive technological boost, but it was too much too quick, and nearly caused an intergalactic incident. The Iosians did not get a happy ending, and Star Trek tricked you into thinking so.